right, give us the news that is the news.
Yay, Mercury goes direct on Friday, not soon enough. Oh man, it's been a long 3 weeks.
Boy, it has.
It really has. And I always think the one in the summer is the worst one. Maybe because, we're not as distracted and we get to see more of the negative impact. So I thought I would go through the 12 signs and they can see where their communications are going to straighten out, where things will be better for them.
Okay.
Starting with Leo, because Mercury was retrograde in your sign, and Leos don't like it when they get misunderstood, and they try really hard to be very clear in their communications, and more than any other sign, they were frustrated with Mercury being retrograde, where they just had to really bite their tongue, bite their cheek, just bite words back, and man, that all ends on Friday.
And I did too. I was a nice boy.
Oh, good work. Hardest thing in the world to do because, and the nice thing is you gave people enough rope and they can hang themselves.
Absolutely.
And you can just stand there and point out what they did. So for Virgos, it is in their 12th house of their own undoing. Virgos have to be really careful not to have their own words thrown back at them, much like me. We Virgos preach a lot, and we're going to get called to task on that, our own words coming back. So I'm not real happy to be a Virgo this week. For Libras, actually, they then get the help of their team to figure out what is going on with their life. Libras have really struggled with miscommunication, misunderstanding, and flat not having answers to the questions they've been asking. And starting on Friday, that stuff begins to clear up, and they begin to get some sort of realistic information about what's going on, and more importantly, a solution, which is good to hear. For Scorpios, it is in their 10th house of career and public standing. And Scorpios have been making a big stink lately about, well, if I was in charge, I would do this and this. Well, they get that power, and time for Scorpios to put their money where their proverbial mouth is. For Sagittarians, legal, educational, important matters at a distance go their way. Some sort of paperwork that they have been waiting for comes to be and gets straightened out for them. And it works out pretty well for them. And for my Sag friends, I say, God, if the law's on your side, use it. Get what it is that you want. For Capricorns, it is in their 8th house of other people's money. They have been waiting and waiting and waiting about hearing about either a loan or approval or some kind of funds being released to help them out. And they have not heard, and they hear by Friday, which will make things so much easier for them because it's other people's resources flowing their way. For Aquarians, it's in their 7th house of partners. People have been yelling at Aquarians for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and the yelling stops, and the changes they've been trying to make actually occur, so it's not really bad for Aquarians. And whatever the young people have been telling them, they finally find out what the truth is. For Pisces, in their 6th house of work, Pisces have been waiting for something to change at work. And they've been promised a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like mañana, mañana, mañana. But for the Pisces, that mañana comes on Friday, and they finally get the information that they've been looking for that makes their work situation better. Not necessarily a promotion, but a clearer career path, some obstacle gets out of their way. For Aries, they just want to have fun. It's in their 5th house of love affairs and children, and Aries are dealing with people younger than themselves and having a good time with people younger than themselves. And I know everybody's happy their kids went back to school. For Tauruses, they have been formulating a plan. This is important for you. They've been formulating a plan over the last 3 weeks or so about what they were going to do at home.
Right.
And now they could see their way clear to act, and they're going to begin to implement it over the next 3 weeks or so. So I'm guessing it's more work and more responsibility for you to do whatever the Taurus wants you to do.
Not a problem.
Is what I'm guessing. So, and they get to solidify a home structure.
That says jump, I say how high.
See, and that's why you've been so happily married for so long. That really is the key. For Geminis, it is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living, of short-distance travel, of out and backs. And Geminis have been almost like in an endless Groundhog Day, doing the same thing over and over and over again without a different outcome. And the outcome after Friday finally changes. And then for the last sign, for Cancers, it is in their 2nd house. Again, much like the United States, I'm thinking that after Friday we revisit that budget issue and we revisit what it is we're going to do about raising the debt ceiling. And that happens probably after Labor Day. But Cancers are really worried about money and nickels and dimes and making sure that they add up. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac.
All
so
right.
I'm happy Mercury is going direct. I'm happy the hurricane isn't coming here. We have one more bump. I don't know what that means because the moon is squaring Uranus today. And normally that's either another hurricane getting hit off, another kind of tremor, something like that. And then that will be the end, and then things will settle down a bit.
Yeah, it's always bad when the moon and Uranus is.
The moon and Uranus are never a good combination. Yeah, that square thing is not good. good. So
Well, take care of all these guys for me next week, will you?
I will.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that they
Yeah.
stay straight.
All right, good for you. We'll see you. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, but have a safe, and fun time.
I'm going to try my
You
best.
deserve it.
Thank you, Doc.